Alright. Quadec is fitted. It's not installed, but it's nice and tight. It's in there with its own pressure, so that's fine. We like it. Okay? So now what I need to do is figure the drop. Right? We talked about that, and I got a little jig. Hold on a second. Got a little jig. Here's my jig, and I decided to use this thickness. It's right there, right? And I figured by the time I trowel the thin set, slap the tile up there, kind of give it a wiggle, it'll be right where I need it to be. So let's get the drop figured out. I'm going to try to do this with one hand here if I can. I might not be able to. Okay, so here's the opposite side. Here's the Quadec, right? So this is a 2-edge piece of trim. It's going to meet the top piece, and it's going to meet this piece right here. And I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on, I got to get closer in. Let me get. Let's see if I can get reconfigured. Hold on. This is not going to be easy to do, so pardon the shakiness of the camera, but I'm doing this in real time, and I can already tell that the Quadec has to come down. Right? See my thin set layer and the tile, of course, and look at the Quadec. I don't know if you can get a good look-see. Yeah, there's a good look-see. It's got to come down. So we got to pull it down a little bit. But that's why I'm doing this. All right? We got to figure this stuff out. So let me readjust. I don't know if I can do this on camera. No, I have to do it off camera. Hold on. Okay, it's not easy doing this with two hands. So I kind of cheated a little bit. I did a little bit of work off camera, and you can see I moved it down. Well, I don't know if you can see or tell, but I could take my word for it. I moved it down. Now let's see how it's going to look. And I'm doing this with, I have to push back up. So let's get the line where we want it. Yeah, just push back up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know. So that's where we want it to be, something like that. See that? You get the idea, right? Just flush with the tile. Flush with it. And I'm sorry about the video. I can't do it any better, and there's no way to really mount this camera because of what I'm dealing with. So we're learning as we're going. Now that I have my line, I'm going to get my level up here and get it. In fact, I can show you that. Yeah, I know. Hold on. I'm all over the place. Okay, so I'm back on my line. I haven't taken the level on it yet, but I got my short little level. And I know this is going to be, let's see, let me move it over so I can make sure I'm on my line here. All right, well, that's not so bad. So, I got it pretty much figured out, right? I mean, here's what it looks like on this end. And there's what it looks like on that end. I probably have to tweak it a little bit because it's not kind of hard trying to film a video and getting this thing right. So, I got to do my spacers. I don't need to. If I use a whole stick going this way, I don't think I want to do that because I want some thin set to embed in these grooves here. I want to be able to embed some thin set in there. So I just want to use some little spacers, maybe let's see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of little shorties, and that's how many screws I'll use. I'll have to figure out where I want to screw these things. If I want to screw them, yeah, I got to figure that out. I don't know if I want to put it in the aluminum itself, or if I want to put it somewhere outside that and let the screw kind of pull it in. That's something else I need to learn. But we're getting there. We're making some progress. You just have to kind of think like the tile, right? You got to think like a piece of tile. Where'd that tile go? Oh, it's where did it? I lost track of it. I just had it. Anyway, so the drop is pretty far, but the drop is just below here. So It's not like I can push this up because, well, wait a minute now. Actually, no. There's going to be a, yeah, hold on. I'm going to show you that. All right, hold on. I'm going to push you in so you get a good look. All right, so here's the corner. And I'm going to try not to move the Quadec. See, that's what it's going to look like. It's just a little bit below my grout line on this tile, obviously, right? So, can I bring it up that high and readjust? I don't know. That might throw this configuration off here, right? Let's see. I don't know if I have that much room. I might. So what I might do is cheat and push this up, even though I did all my leveling, but that's fine. We can redo it. I might cheat and put this up right about there, and then we put this back, and that would be a pretty thick grout line. Oops, that would be a pretty thick grout line right there, because it's supposed to sit like this, right? It's got a built-in little groove, as we know. It's supposed to sit like that. So, am I staining this stuff? I don't know how I'm staining it. With my fingerprints, maybe? I don't know. But I think either way, there's going to have to be a concession, because I don't think I can get away with doing that. Even though this grout line is probably a little bit thicker than 16th, I'm going to have to make a concession. It's going to be in this upper corner. And unless you come over and I invite you into the bathroom saying, yeah, look at my bathroom. And you're like, all right, I want to look at these corners that you did here. You'll never see them. You know? So, I don't know what the, let's see, if I make this look proper, this might be out of whack underneath here. And I don't want that to be out of whack. So, I'll think about it and figure it out, as usual. And, I don't even know what time it is. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I got my Quadec is cut. The next piece I need to cut is the single edge jolly, the regular jolly that's going to go all the way around this perimeter. And oh, I also figured out real quick. Yeah, let me show you. Let me read. Okay, here's what I figured out to do on the the ceiling. I'm going to do. You see this upper course right here that I did? I'm going to mimic the course just below it. So I'm going to put 3 long tiles, right? So it'd be 3 long tiles up there, just 3 tiles. And I figured that's the best way to make it look, because this course you'll see, and then the course on the ceiling, well, let me think about that now. Should I continue this course on the ceiling? I don't know. I like the idea of 3 long tiles just to get it done. 3 long tiles, three tiles, that's it, as compared to 4, you know, and cuts. So if I do 3 long tiles, I just have 2 cuts. Well, I got 2 cuts regardless, right? Because I got 2 fulls and 2 partials. So yeah, I got 2 cuts. Oops, I got 2 cuts. So yeah, thought I had it figured out, but I do like the idea of 3 tiles. Right, to mimic the course here, just 3 tiles, because I'm not going to do small tiles because the grain would be different. So I want to be consistent with the grain of the tile. And yes, it does have a grain. If you look at it, it's got a flow. Because remember, I was always putting my skew up in the upper left-hand corner, the skew on the tile. So it does have a flow. You might, you know, you can see it on some of the tiles. It definitely sticks out. Like here, it's got a flow, right? Flow. So it's got a little flow to it. So I have a lot of tile left over. I got a bunch of spares and a full box I haven't even opened yet. So I got a lot of tile, and that's fine. It's just I'll put it up in the attic space and save it for just in case. You know, maybe I'll do something like with a wainscot or something. That wouldn't be so bad. You know, do a wainscot with, you know, bottom half of this tile and then whatever. So that'd be good. But anyway, that's for somewhere in the future. But look how much of a drop we have for the Quadec. That's a big drop. So I might be able to get away with pushing it up a little bit we'll see. I'll do a lot of this off camera so I can focus on what I'm doing. But it's got a good tight fit. It's only in there by its own, you know, stability. So I haven't done anything else yet. So I'll leave you there. I'll leave you with this shot right there of the, you know, the almost installed Quadec. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's going to be more coming.